this is even better. I think it makes it even sweeter as his album is about to be released because last week he did drop the interlude, which ended up being which ended up catching a lot of steam by a lot of people. Definitely, there was some quotables from what I've heard. Well, from what I've seen on my timeline. So I think this is kind of like a big thing in terms of like the steps towards how he's promoting his album as well as like promoting his album while also being able to be free
If
within
you
himself.
if you were to rate the song, what would you give it? 3 out of 5.
Uh, I only listened to it once. I'll say like four.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, I mean, I only listened to it once. It didn't sound bad. It sounded like it was pretty good. I didn't really want to get myself too wrapped up in the song because I in certain when it's certain artists, I really want to listen to it as a whole. So,
I haven't listened to it yet, so that's why I'm asking you.
yeah, overall though, it's a good song though. I will say that. Like one thing I did see on my timeline a lot was about where he said Jesus died at 33, so did Pimp C and so did Nipsey. So that's a really big quotable from that song from what I've seen on my timeline.
It's dope too.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you about to say, Law?
We were just talking about Pimp C the other day too. I think.
Shouts out to J. Cole, man.
Oh, he didn't listen to it.
No,
So,
I did. No, I listened to the interlude.
okay. So, what do
I
you
like
think?
I liked it. It sounded like what it was, an interlude, because the song abruptly ends at the end. And I'm assuming pick the song plays a bigger part and I mean it plays a part in the album. So that's why it ended the way that it did. I think it was a good song, but I have nothing more to say about it. I'm really looking forward to the album. I like J. Cole. I think J. Cole is Mount Rushmore material.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm curious to listen to that. I did get a chance to listen to Isaiah Rashad's new song with Duke Deuce. And first of all, riding in the Chevy, like that's a instrumental that I like. I actually wrote to that song, like a little rap to that. It's like that, that old 3-6 shit. Like I like that. You know what I mean? So like, I I fuck with that song. I think it's super dope. Like just to hear that and the way they rapped on it was very nice. I like it when TDE and Kesey show each other love. I think that's super dope as well. And you should listen to that.
Yes, sir. I thought that was a dope song too. And I'm not Isaiah Rashad enthusiastic person. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna give it a chance because it came out with a bunch of singles. I listened to it. I was like, oh, I'll fuck with this. I like the old school, obscure 3-6 Mafia sample. You know what I mean? And it felt like Duke Deuce fit as a feature because I felt like that's in his realm of music. So shouts out to Isaiah Rashad. And now you got me interested in listening to your album when it drops.
Yeah, the big shout outs to Isaiah Rashad. I heard this song also. Really good song. The thing that I was the most surprised about with that song was actually the direction that he went in compared to some of his other work. But granted, his last body of work was what 5 6 years ago.
It's true.
Yeah, so it was pretty interesting hearing it. I'm curious to see what happens moving forward because I'm a big Isaiah Rashad fan from Sons of Tirade to Sylvia's Demo. So
All
it's
dope.
yeah, like I feel like he's one of those artists that always hits, no misses. So it's just I think the biggest issue for him though was that he's always struggled with like addiction. So he's because of his addiction problem, he is the reason why he's always been like absent for like a set amount of years. Because I think even but there was a decent amount of gap between Sun's Tirade and Sylvia's Demo as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it all just comes from his thing. But like, because in the article, he actually said something about where he deals with a lot of addiction. So he's dealt with like addiction with drugs and alcohol. And I know there was at some point, I think this was during Sun's Tirade, he said, Top Dog made the decision like, yo, I'm not going to send you home and cut you from the label, but I think he did send him back home for a little bit. He did say something about he stayed with his mom and was sleeping on couches and all of this type of stuff in between like now and then. So it's good to see him bounce back to his feet. And yeah, I think there's just some more great music to come. I think we'll just have to wait and see when it comes to more from Isaiah Rashad. And shout outs to Duke Deuce also.
Yeah,
Because
man.
I think he's underrated as well.
I think QC is going to catch on with Duke Deuce. I keep on saying that to Lyle. Like, I really think they're going to catch another one with him, like a big one too, and I'm looking forward to that. And like you said, big fan of Isaiah Rashad. I'm really looking forward to his album. Like I think that's going to be in our top 10 for sure when we end up doing a list, probably in the top 5. Like because I think it's going to be. I have high hopes for that album.
Yeah, it could have potential. We just have to wait and see because like I mean, there's more music that came out this week, but there's also potentially the Mount Rushmore of music, of rap music for the most part, will all possibly be releasing this year.
Oh,
So
okay.
so it's gonna be it's not gonna be a lightweight bout. This is a heavyweight bout in terms of years of music. So hopefully he's able to carry his own though. I will say that.
I have
Did
high
you
hopes.
did you guys tune into the Don Toliver song? That was another song that some people were talking about. I tuned into it. I liked it. I thought it was a cool song. It reminded me of something I would hear in a club. It was. I don't think it was good as the Isaiah Rashad song, but it was a cool song though.
I heard it. Shouts out to Amir, Stay Superior. He recommended Don Toliver to me a year or two ago, and I like Don Toliver. I like this song. You know what I mean? I thought it was dope. I actually really like his music, and if he's putting out a project, I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah, I'm not really a big Don Toliver fan. I've never really gotten in. I'll say this. Let me not say a big fan, but I've never taken the time to get into his music as much. So I don't really have. I don't have really a foundation to base an opinion on from what I've heard compared to what he's done before. But I can say I did like the song that I did hear, "What You Need." It wasn't better than Isaiah Rashad because I kind of just listened to all these songs back to back. I will say this though, it was a super dope visual, similar to the "Lay With You" by Isaiah Rashad as well. And so I can say it piqued my interest enough that I'll be willing to listen to his album when it drops.
I know
Definitely.
I know what song Spence didn't listen to.
Surprisingly,
You did?
Oh
I
You
man. So
I
what'd you
you
did.
think?
listened? You
I
I
got it. Hold on. Let him speak. Let him speak.
okay.
I listened to it for podcast purposes only.
Okay.
And I will say this, listeners, you probably trying to guess what song this possibly could be. If you've been a fan, if you've been around for a while, you know I'm not a big fan of the what? Not a fan of it. Said his last album was trash. Playboi Carti and Trippie Red, they did a song called "Miss the Rage." It was actually pretty good. I was actually surprised. It's not. It's something I will play. I can definitely say that. That song, I will say this, made me ready to be back outside. It gave me the festival vibes. So I can say that it's like a concert festival vibe type of song. So I tip my hat to Playboy Cardi and Trippie Red on that one, and that's all of the compliments you'll get.
Wow. Wow. Hey, man. Dogecoin going
Wow.
$200. Fuck Elon. Fuck Elon Musk. This shit going $200 now, man. Oh shit. Spence just made the price go up, man. I never thought in a million years he I would hear him compliment Playboy Cardi.
I'm
I thought
objective.
I thought he was gonna be like, no, never. I'm a Rudy Poo candy ass, and I'll never
Wow.
listen to
Calling yourself a
Wow.
Rudy Poo candy ass. That's wild.
but
You see the type
Oh,
of see
shit.
how I get treated here, listeners.
but yeah. So Mr. Rage, I listened to it, and so I think the best song that came out last weekend was "Lay with You," and I think that and it's kind of interesting that I actually agree with you guys that "Lay with You" is the best song,
Yep.
but. Mr. Rage was to me it was a dope song. It does remind me of when you go out, you with your boys and you guys have a good time. You dance in, party and whatever, carnival, whatever. So shouts out to them because I think that song is that complete that's its purpose. We're not supposed to get lyrical, miracle, spiritual out of that. So yep, shouts out to the SoundCloud King and one of his sons.
I liked it, man. I listened to it earlier. I was making some salmon and some cream spinach, and I was just like, oh, I fuck with this. Like, I I thought it was dope, and I'm not. Look,
salmon and cream
spinach?
that's what I want. That's what I wanted for dinner.
What type of music? That's not the type of music I listen to when I'm eating that. It's like you're supposed to listen to something that's sultry. You're listening to.
That's what I was thinking, man.
I'm thinking you about to say that sounds like something you should be like drinking beer or something too.
Yeah.
Or eating ribs too. Not I had some cream spinach with the couscous on the side and spinach and some salmon, some baked salmon to die for.
Now I put it in the air fryer. Yeah, let me tell you, man, the air fryer. I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with it with the salmon, man.
Really.
Man, like I'm telling you, it's actually like the shit. But I was making the cream spinach and the salmon, and I listened to that song and the other songs. Yes, I like Isaiah Rashad the most, but I'm not the biggest fan of Trippie Redd. You can call me a Trippie Redd hater. That's cool. That's fine.
The equivalent to Spence of Playboi Carti.
Yes.
Okay.
But this song I actually enjoyed. And I like Playboi Carti's part. I'm not going to lie. Like, he's really grown on me. I was at one point a Playboi Carti hater. I no longer am. And this song would make me listen to more Trippie Redd songs. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean,
wow, man.
Yeah.
Dose up $2,000 now.
Dose of the moon, man.
Who knows? Maybe next week I might be like, yo, you know what the greatest rap group of all time is? Tribe Called Quest. Wow. That'd be crazy.
I'm retiring tomorrow. That's it.
It's like I think everything has been fulfilled here at this point. I know